Hi, collective. I love you. Hey. So, this is from Jeremiah 36, when the king made the prophet Jeremiah burn his prophecies. He had like a whole book of them, and the king ordered them burned. People that are writing things down, that's kind of crucial. It's kind of healing, and it definitely enhances your I am. And if your enemy has had those burned or messed with them, or Jeremiah wrote it all over again. Wrote it all over again. Spirit wanted me to tell you that. So if you have this creative project that means a lot to you and your soul, just know that the Spirit's going to enable that to be non-destroyable. Is that a word? So I had a couple things. Let's see here. Self-sacrifice, self-discipline. I think collective, you're doing a lot of that. Recovery from any illnesses. Today's going to help a lot because it's a 9, 27th of June. It's Aries, Mars. It's Mars energy. In a high vibration, self-starter, and a low vibration with Scorpio can be demoralizer of sex. They just can demoralize it. That's getting into low vibration though. So some indicators too, so we don't get tempted by the enemy, which I know most of you have very high discernment. That does not occur. But just from my experience and how I was caught into it, I didn't even know what an evil eye was. Didn't even know what it was. I thought maybe you'd use it in like a play if you were acting in a play or something. So when I did get an evil eye, I got 2 within like 6 months, but I think they have to meet the eye contact to make them really effective. I'm sure you can get an evil eye if you were like didn't notice it, like you were out and about and you didn't meet that person's eye contact. But for a real evil eye to work, they have to look you in the eye or meet your eye contact. And it's a vibe, like it's an energy right away. You're like, wow. They can give you one too, like on a keychain or a sticker or something, but just return to sender on that stuff. One indicator too is if you are online or looking for love, or people coming toward you for love and they say I love you really, really quickly, that's not a good indicator. And if they don't say I love you, that's a really good indicator. Like if they just have this phobia of love in general, that's a pretty good indicator that that person has not spiritually, I'm not saying they have to run right out and say that they love you, but spiritually that should not be blocked. Like, oh, I have feelings for you. That's like a natural way to say that you care about somebody. But if that is completely blocked, that's a good indicator too. That person does not need to be in your energy field, or they have healing to do, right? It's not that, the I am in you is so huge right now. Okay, so the burning bush. Moses went to the burning bush because it caught his attention. The bush was on fire, but it wasn't burning, okay? It just was on fire, and the bush was still intact. So he went toward this bush, and God spoke to him through this burning bush, and he says, look, the slavery in Egypt has got to stop. I need your help. And he says, you need to tell the Israelites that I have sent you and that this needs to end. And Moses is like, well, who do I say sent me? And he says, I am who I am. And that's God, right? So the I am just in that sentence is so powerful that if you start making a list of like, I am loved, I am powerful in my Creator's energy and spirit, I am, and just make like, I'm telling you, this new moon, this is the time to do it. Just make top 10 things like I am unfazed by the enemy or people that do not like me. Honestly, in the spirit world, people, there's just a higher energy to vibrate to. So if you don't care for me, that's okay. I got bills to pay, right? You are just as valuable as the next person to be on this planet. So, but yeah, definitely. Hey, and with that evil eye, if you get that or you sense that, it'll be like in slow motion. Spirit actually slows down time for you to catch that. And it's like Spirit reminded me of like being in like a car wreck. If any of you have been in a car wreck or any kind of accident where like maybe the car turned or flipped or you hit your head on the steering wheel or, you know, anything like that. But it's almost in slow motion. Like when you go to describe this accident or event that happened in your life, it's in slow motion. That's how, because you're between life and death. So of course it's going to be slow motion. The last cards that I just shuffled, they were so stressful. I didn't post the video. they were all swords, and I was like, oh, okay, well, we'll do another video. Because it's a new moon, you know? I know that there's cauldrons going on with spiders and frogs right now, but I want it to be good for you, collective. And I'm protecting all of you from any of that backbiting. So yeah, slow motion. Sorry, I got off track. Slow motion. So yeah, so Spirit will actually slow down time for you to recall and remember very specifically. Like there's a choice in the universe you need to make right now, and that's return to sender. Okay, and continue with that high vibration that irritates your enemy. That really bright, either pink, yellow. I saw a really pretty turquoise blue the other day. And just flood that in your mind with your symbol, with your whoever you honor, you know, for your higher vibration. Pray to, meditate to, whatever's important in that respect. Whoever you honor, okay? Because that needs to be sent right away. And then respect, right? Because that you don't deserve that. You're out in the world. No respecter of persons. You don't deserve the evil eye. Okay, yeah, so evil eye. And then also, one of my experiences, things that they'll put in your food. Pretty much they want to disable you. So like things that make you sleep for a long time, longer than normal, because you know how much sleep you need to be like alert and do the things you do every day. So if you find yourself sleeping more, you might like... One of the ways they'll get you to eat that food is, oh, you've been working so hard, just sit down and enjoy this food. Come on, and because they're showing love. Of course, you know, you're lovable. So, oh, that's so sweet. That's so nice. Of course I'll sit down and enjoy this food. You know, I mean, come on now. So, total display of gaslighting. Don't care for it. They can put meth in your food, collective. I had this happen about 8 years ago. Face broke out. Kind of disoriented, didn't know what the hell was going on. And then of course when I went to the police, they're like, you're higher than a kite, lady, we're not going to help you. That really sucked for me because I did not know what the hell was going on. They crush it up or whatever they do to it, right? Let's crush this shit up and put it in our food. You know, and when you're in a loving, when you have children at home and it's your home, that's terrorism on the home front. You know, I know 9/11 was tragic for everyone, but you try having it in your living room, okay? You try having it in your bedroom, okay? That's horrible, because that's where you lay your head down at night. That's where you're supposed to feel safe, you know? That's where you're nesting. That's terrorism on the nest front. I don't think that's fair fighting. You know, if you wanted to get rid of somebody, just do it fair. Just say, yo, I don't want you in my life. Okay, let's work this out. Well, what do we do with the kid? You know what I mean? Like, don't fuck with them in their food, please. All right, so let's do this. What is the primary energy in this reading? We got the wheel. The wheel that's already turned, by the way. That's your destiny. So whatever you've done, collective, you've closed that cycle. But the devil don't want it that way. Of course you don't. Capricorn energy. Devil's gonna have his way, right? He's gonna stomp around. We can't put him out of business is the thing, because you can't have one without the other. So it's not like we can say, yo, you're fired, right? You know what I mean? Because he's still there. But you can definitely, how do I put this? You can get your ancestors on board and remind your ancestors, I've walked the best walk that I can walk. I've walked in the holiest way that I know how to walk. Did I give up everything entirely? No, because I still got these things that I enjoy, okay? But I did the best that I could. and have your ancestors deal with this guy, because you can't put him out of work, collective. But he's crossing this beautiful destiny of yours. So in your subconscious, you know you're the star. You know you're the star. You got good things to say. You've been through a lot. It's been a long time. You can tell people, yo, from the beginning, I used to make excuses for these people. I used to say, oh, they're responding correctly. That's just how they are. They're just, you know, a closed off emotional person with baggage. No, okay? If you go to somebody, collective, and say, look, I feel like someone's putting stuff in my food, the right response is, well, hey, let's go get that checked out. That concerns me. That concerns me enough to, like, let's go get that checked out. Even if it's not law enforcement, they can take you to somebody to get your hair tested, you go to a doctor. And that's the right response. Not, oh, move on. Move on. Proceed with your life like nothing happened. Because a real person of integrity just moves on. Moves on? They tried to kill me. Okay? They tried to put it under the rug. Okay? Like, it's okay. It's okay. Just keep going. Keep going when there's home terrorism going on. That's not the right response. So just have the discernment for those responses. Don't make excuses for them, even if they're in your family, right? And that's what sucks, is these people were family. Some things you gotta let go of. All right, then you got this King of Swords. He's in the front of your consciousness right now. He's gonna speak some kind of truth that's gonna be kind of fast. This guy too, I was gonna say, like the King of Swords especially, it can represent buying and selling a property or investments too, with the sword energy. So this could be an event, not a person carrying this energy, if that makes sense. So you're moving away. Oh God, this was in the last position, the same one I just did too, that I just chucked it. But yeah, this is you walking in this single energy. You had to let all this go. You're doing okay. Your heart's broken. Of course it's broken. But that doesn't mean you can't smile. It is what it is. And you know what? People are so good around you, it heals it. There's situations that can heal your heart that would really surprise you. It's kind of putting yourself out there where you didn't really want to, but just being around other people, they can heal you, because you'd be surprised the things of valuable information that you can receive from other people, because if they didn't go through the exact situation as you, they went through a similar situation. So hopefully, you know, I'm gonna pray for that. I'm gonna meditate on that. That the people that we encounter surrender some sort of nugget for us to keep our heart intact. Because the enemy just wants that thing melted at this point. You're immortal. It's really not even about your heart, collective. It's about your soul. And I think that's why your heart didn't. I mean, it might have broke, but your soul's just so much more powerful that it's just gonna keep moving, you know. So that's you. You're moving toward this Queen of Swords energy because you know some truth about this. The other thing too, if you've got kids, your kid comes up to you and it has a bloody mouth. Okay, go get that checked out. Okay, there's things that they can put in your children's mouth, okay, to track them. Okay, this is serious. They'll put it in an ear or they'll put it in a mouth. Your kid doesn't know. They just let this adult that they trusted do this, and now they've got, you know, that, Mom, this hurts. You know, what is this? Just go get it checked out by a doctor, and watch who goes back to the doctor, or go back with your child to the doctor, because in my experience, I had an undercover cop go in right behind the doctor to explain to him, oh, don't say anything about that chip in your child's mouth. Okay, that helped me a lot. So, yeah, make sure you watch very closely, or go to someone that you, like a natural holistic person that knows about medicine, that can check and say, yeah, there is definitely something embedded there. Okay? It's tracking, it's slavery. Moses was called by God, hey, I don't like the slavery going on in Egypt. Help us out. Go to Egypt. Stop this stuff, or I'm gonna come down and I'm gonna deal with it if you don't. Okay? So yeah, those are the truths. I'm telling you some truths today. New moon. Okay, you're moving toward this energy, this chariot energy. Somewhere, somehow, you're gonna have to move forward. I don't care if it's getting a job at a gas station, but you're gonna have to show some stability. You're gonna have to move forward. You're gonna have to show, look, my soul's still here. Okay, I know you wanted me gone. I know you wanted me dead. I know all this stuff, but guess what? I gotta move forward. I gotta move on. Chariot energy is also 7. I wanted to tell you that. 7, Neptune. I don't know why, but this was associated with my birth date. 7. I don't know why Neptune's involved with the Chariot, but it is, so you might look that up. So it's kind of like a spiritual movement. It may not be a literal one. I guess I should put it that way, since 7 is what resonates to this card. And there's other numbers too that resonate to the Chariot, but one of them is 7. How people think of you, they see you moving on. When people question, yo, what are you doing now? I'm just telling them master moves, yo. They're so curious. I'm joining the Peace Corps. Who cares? Like, you know, like they want to know every little detail. It's not that exciting. It's just you move forward, I move forward. It is what it is. Look, and then we got this, your hopes and wishes. You hope there's some kind of collaboration going on to bring you some truth, because you're speaking it, so you'd like to have it confirmed, right? So there is a collaboration. I will go ahead and shuffle the cards and see if we can get some clarification on that. I wanted to do a different spread today. Hi, sweetheart. I'm almost done. Huh? Am I reading? Air conditioner's on. Shut the window. I don't know about you, but air conditioning in the summer around here can run really high. So it's like, keep those windows shut. Keep those doors shut. Keep that bad spirit out. Alright, so we got this one. Yeah, 3. I'll look up 3 of Pentacles in this book too, because it means something else in this other book too. I saw that this morning. Oh, and then this guy too. Okay. So, 3 of Pentacles, success through effort, gains and recognition. So somewhere in your efforts of your story collective, you're getting recognition for it. And before I turned on the thing, I don't know if I told you this, but Spirit said, everybody knows you. And that's exactly how it was before I turned on the camera. Everybody knows you. So I don't know if that's people that you're living around, or anyway, they all know you. So I don't think that was your goal, collective, because I feel like you're kind of a spiritually private person, but it's like everyone suddenly knows you. So to clarify this recognition card, a collaboration recognition card, this person wants you stuck with that. They don't want that collaboration. Look, they want you like this. The enemy's here. This could be how your enemy feels right now because of your new opportunity. This was the 3rd clarification on that card. So I'm going to read it like that. I'm going to say that this is a positive collaboration. Your enemy's not happy about that. But you already have this. You already have this. New beginning, right? Fire. This is the outcome. Oh, and your enemy feels left out in the cold. They can't stop it. They can't stop it. We can't put him out of business, okay? So he's going to make it uncomfortable for you. Just FYI. You know, I don't know. Maybe put some stuff in social media about you that's not true. Let them make their own opinion, right? We all get our own opinion. It's a free country, freedom of speech. Let them figure it out. But you know your story is worth telling, okay? I love you, collective. Have an awesome night.